Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is scene for Sept of the Howling Winds, a Werewolf San Diego game. So Jesse has had a very busy day, and he basically is running around looking for his daughter, Kate. He's heard that she's in Lupus and apparently playing paw muzzle, and this and that, and so he kind of makes his way where he last heard she was, hoping to catch her.
Kate is laying just outside of the training grounds, like on the edge of the training grounds, in the shade of a very large tree. And there is 2 sets of fish bones next to her, laying on the ground. She's napping.
He'll kind of like nudge her paw with his foot like gently, not to like alarm her, but just to kind of wake her up.
5 minutes. Just 5 more.
The hell? Do you eat a mermaid?
What? She seems really groggy.
We do eat everything.
I ate some fish.
Good. I'm starting to worry about the mer population. Anywho, she notices he's wearing a ring on his left ring finger. By the way,
She smiles, a little bit, because she's in wolf form, so you know. And she sort of paws without too much moving. Like she sort of like scoots along the ground a little bit and just like puts a paw on one of her feet, and then just kind of just like flops back down. Like, oh, good enough.
do not suffer that people that's in that sickness. So pounce on her.
No. Sort of flops over. I had a really long training day with Abel.
Never thought I'd hear the words long and able in the same sentence, but hey, here we are.
She gives you a look, and he knows what look it is.
He'll smile.
It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit.
I have been filing the paperwork for your adoption, working on my kinfolk, and getting the house ready. Oh, and forming a pack.
She sits up, sort of shakes out her head a little bit, like trying to wake herself up. She's still a little groggy, lethargic from spending all of her rage last scene. So, she looks at Jesse, and some of the fog just sort of clears, like as the nap melts away. Because napping in the hot day. That's right. I forgot you were forming a pack.
That's actually what.
Sorry, can you repeat that? I'll mute my mic again.
That's why I'm here. He says that's actually why I'm here.
Oh?
Yes. A pack is without Philodox. And both Sierra and Dazzles would like to see you in it, as well as myself, but I don't think I'm quite as... They seem to really want you in it.
She sits very still, and she goes very, very quiet.
I know you want to pack up with your friend, and I understand that. I want you to, but the pack we're forming is without a Philodox, and if you join up with that pack, there's going to be 2 Philodox in that pack. So I do get where people are.
Sorry, I keep unmuting my mic to speak and then you keep speaking, so I have to remute it, but it reverberates. I apologize.
It's okay. Did you catch what he said?
Yes. She nods. No.
She can probably tell that he doesn't like that he has to. He feels like he's kind of imposing on her agency a little bit. Like that, it's just legitimately the pack would not have a Philodox, where another pack would have 2. So he's kind of like frustrated.
Yeah, he gets the sense that she. Actually, do you want to like roll empathy?
Yes, queen. Give me 1 second. I gotta put I have my character sheet up. I need to look at it. Meow. And then I have to open Discord. Do you have Discord open?
Yes, I do.
You roll for me. I don't want to open it. I'll murder my.
Yes, I can. Give me just a second. What am I rolling?
I need to find his. Sorry. I'm looking. That would be Perception 2, Empathy 1. The most empathic of beings, he is not.
And yet gets 2 successes.
Yeah!
So, as little about empathy as Jesse knows, and as like as little that he has towards other people, apparently his bond with Kate is strong enough that he understands her on a base level now. She's opened up a lot to him. She's shown him her true self, more so than she has a lot of other people, and more so than a lot of the people, I think, in the Sept as far as Jesse's concerned, aside from his mate, obviously. But he can tell that she was expecting this, actually. She does not seem surprised. She does not like it, but she does not seem surprised.
He'll bite his lip.
I see the logic. I understand. And please don't think that the difficulty of this decision means that I don't want to be in a pack with you. I guess I just always thought that we would all pack together.
What you mean?
It was stupid and naive, wasn't it? To think that I could have you and Binary and Lefty in my pack.
Oh, well. It's not stupid, just I think that we have different goals and different life experiences, and they don't necessarily match up to the point that we would be well working together. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, we're good as allies, as sepmates, but
no, I know. I guess I tried to guess I tried to hope it into existence. You know?
He'll wrap a fatherly arm around her and kind of give her a little squeeze. I'm sorry. I would gladly join in a pack with those people, but there's already a Galliard in those ranks, and
no, I understand perfectly why you won't. And I understand. I do, and I'm not blaming anybody for any of these choices. I really wanted that, you know?
he bites his lip and just really tries to absorb and process that there's nothing he can do to make her happy right now. He mega hates her, and it's just, that's all that's going to happen right now. So he's basically kind of like, will nod. And I'm not saying you have to join a pack with us. I'm just saying it would be nice. And not, look, I'd love to be pack mates with you. My daughter. At the end of the day, you're still going to be my daughter, okay? So we'll still be around each other.
That's not what this is, Jesse. I think you know that. This is Dazzles telling me where I need to be. And I think we both know that.
Yeah, but okay, look. I appreciate where she's coming from, and I appreciate what she has to say, but at the end of the day, you're the one that makes the choice. Okay, now, you want to be in a pack with Binary and Lefty and all them? By all means. That's your choice.
Except it's not, because my job as Philodox is to be there when no one else is. To do the job that no one else can do. If someone can already do that job and you need someone to do that job, then that's where I'm needed and that's where I need to be.
But it's still a choice. You'd be making.
Is it though? Is it really a choice if the Elder tells me and the Philodox code says? Do I really have a choice?
You can make the choice not to do it.
And the Philodox inside of me would be screaming. Do any of us really ever get a choice?
He bites his jaw goes tight, and he licks his lips. You know what? You don't have a choice. Okay? Not if you want to serve the nation right. He'll shrug, like not giving up, but just kind of like, you're turning me into this dad today. You don't have a choice.
I know.
What you have a choice on is how you react to it. He'll just shrug.
She stands there sits there, lays there, sits there for a long moment. Very, very quiet. Well, I guess that's that then.
He basically rubs his brow. She can tell he's pretty much right now basically fighting tears.
She stands up and pads like the few few inches, just takes like 2 steps towards him and sort of lays down and she sits at his feet and sort of like leans on his legs.
I hate being hard with you. I hate telling you things I don't want to tell you.
It's okay. In my heart, I knew that it was always going to come down to this choice.
My father that he knew he couldn't make my choices for me after a while. That he used to have to. That after a while, that I needed to just. The only way I'd ever learn and the only way that I would ever develop as an individual is if he let me develop that. But he used to say that it was one of the most terrifying things in the entire world. Watching your child develop that independence, watching them, especially when it's hard or it hurts, you know? Knowing that you just can't make everything right for them, that you can't make all of their dreams a reality.
She looks up to him, sort of halfway frowning. Jesse, it's not your responsibility to make my dreams come true. It's mine.
I know.
If you did it for me, there wouldn't be any point.
I just don't like seeing you hurt. And I understand that I'm not always going to be able to be there for you to fix those hurts. You gotta do it on your own. He'll just shake it. It's one of those things where like all the shit that's going through his head doesn't really have like a way to vocalize it. Just he can't give her what she wants right now, and he's just got to accept that.
Yeah, and he can see that she's completely and totally sincere. She doesn't blame him at all.
He smiles. Do you want to talk about what Sierra and I are thinking about for a pack?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking there's a couple things that we've been looking at, but one thing I've always kind of wanted to do is work on a way of bringing back the Lost Garu into the fold. You know?
What do you mean?
Or like like black spiral dancers and Ronin, people who've fallen out of favor of the nation. There are people who there are people who look, the same fervor that the spirals have taken us and shaping us into what, you know, they are. Who's to say that there's not a way to bring them back, you know? That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And if there's a way to do that, I mean, maybe it's something that we could focus on and get done. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but bringing back the spirals, working on redeeming and cleaning places instead of destroying, you know? I mean, fighting the worm, but by he's trying to think of how to word all of this. Yeah, I had this so down the other day and now I can't think straight.
You got a mate really fast. Do you slow down for anything?
Ew, like, keep it up. Let's just look at her like, really?
She's smiling at him. She's clearly teasing him. I mean,
shake his head.
She's as a living example of one of his, hey, let's do, what are we doing? You know?
He'll just shake his head like you had to go there. You fight dirty.
That's not what Abel says.
Again, words I'd never thought I'd hear in my life, but hey, here we are.
She gives him another look, but this time she's on the verge of chuckling, you know.
We'll reach out and boop her nose. My mate's going to be moving in this weekend. I'm going to help him out. And I'm going tonight. I think I'm doing something with Sierra. You coming too?
Yeah. If, you know, you'll have me along.
I just asked you to join a pack with us. No, fuck you. Stay home.
Hence why I was not worried.
Get her. We're gonna have to go bleed for some people soon. We gotta do that paternity test.
That time she smiles full and genuine.
Smile. He'll his fingers into her fur, like by muzzle and like scratch and press his forehead.
She sort of leans into his hand a little bit, and there's a long sigh. I guess I need to go tell Lefty the news.
We're looking at a couple of totems. I think right now the main ones we're looking at is Katana and Coyote.
She nods, but she seems a little distracted.
Hey. He'll kind of kiss her cheek, her furry cheek. You know I love you, right?
I love you too, Jessie.
He'll smile. He'll hop up and dust the grass off his jeans. I'm gonna go. I got stuff to do.
Okay. I would really like to meet your mate at some point soon.
Swear it is the highest priority right now. Though we have to go and save his daughter, apparently.
She stops. Like mid-motion, sentence, anything. Just stops. Are you telling me I have a stepsister now?
You will once we get her away from her abusive Finra mother, apparently. He'll look around like he wants to keep this like family business, like pack family business. Do not talk about this.
She understands.
This stays between you and me for right now, okay?
Okay. If there's anything I can do to help.
I'm gonna tell you about it. See, my kinfolk is about like 28. God, I'm such an old man. He'll just slap his forehead like book. When he was 20, he got claimed as a kinfolk. Laid with a woman, had her daughter. You know. But my kinfolk's gay. And he when he says that, he kind of swallows and he looks a little like something else went through his mind, and he like kind of just shakes his head.
What is it?
I'll get to it in a moment. She laid hands on him, Kate. She told him he was toxic and tainted because of, being gay and all. She took his kinfolk away from him. His daughter. Well, I don't know if she's kinfolk or not. She took his daughter away from him. Hasn't been able to find her. She's a precious little girl. I got her picture next to my nightstand. Next to yours, actually. But I admit it broke him real hard. I'm working to put the pieces back together, but he thinks he's a second-class citizen amongst our people. Beneath respect or love or concern of the nation. He thinks kinfolk are. To be honest with the way some of these guards treat their kin, I understand why he feels that way. And I ain't about that. I swore to my kinfolk that I'd protect him forever. Our family, us. I'll always fight for you guys. And I mean it. With every beat of my heart. I will never lay a hand on that man. And if I do, Kate, I swear to God, you can put me in the ground. I would beg you to. But there's a wrong right now, and we gotta right it. I'm not saying I necessarily want to take her back from her mother or anything like that, but my kinfolk should have the right to see his child. That's his daughter, for God's sake. And if she's putting that kind of poison in her head and used to lay hands on him, I don't know what kind of woman we're walking up to. Now, apparently she might be a little bit powerful, so we gotta watch ourselves. We can't just run in. But I do want to talk to the pack about this. But yeah, you got a stepsister. But we got to see about it. You got some work to do, okay?
She nods. Do we ever not have work to do?
Well, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying. I'll just shake his head like, why?
She chuckles.
You gotta get philosophical on me. I'm too high for it.
She sort of just shrugs and like, what do you want? You know, Philodox sort of a way.
Shake his head at her. Okay.
Right.
I gotta.
I've also gotta go find Lefty.
Please do every power to make this man understand it is not personal.
Why would he think this is personal?
He looks at her, and the look on his face just says, perhaps you'll see. Just for clarity's sake, out of game, you get why he could take it personal, right? Like, we're not crazy and paranoid, right?
Oh God, no. Nikki knows. Nikki knows.
Okay. As long as we're good. I don't want Jesse to be totally paranoid. He's absent-minded, not deranged. Okay.
I'm really looking forward to the day that you officially become my papa.
Smile. Shouldn't be too much longer now. Sorry for the wait. He'll just shake his head like, at least I'm not Ryan Reynolds anymore.
She smiles. I didn't mind waiting. Wasn't gonna be forever, and it's not like you were just gonna decide you didn't want to do this, right?
The only thing if anything, it made me want it more.
She nods.
Did we ever figure out a middle name for you?
Why do I need a middle name?
Just in case, but if you don't, then fine.
What are they used for?
Just to add to your name.
She sort of sits there blinking. I don't understand.
He'll think. You know, I don't know much why people have middle names. I never use mine.
She shrugs. So we don't have to find one?
I got a good middle name, okay? I don't use it.
What is your middle name?
The look on his face. Like, he just looks down and smiles and then looks back up. It's James.
Oh, okay.
You don't know why
She clearly does not understand the concept that middle names are embarrassing for some people. And she also doesn't quite understand the connotations of Jesse James.
He'll just nod. Yep. My name is Jesse James Steele. He'll just nod like my parents did that to me.
It's a good name.
It's a wonderful name. Strong name. Sounds historical, doesn't it?
Give me a minute, I'm dying.
I do.
She sort of frowns. I suppose.
He'll nod. The only middle name I would ever suggest for you is Maddie.
Why? Why Maddie?
It's my mother. Her name is Madeline.
I would be honored if I can honor her that way. Then.
Well, then there you go. Now you have a middle name. And he'll smile. And he leans in like super slow with his lips in like fishy kiss. And then like dart and like put it right in the middle of her eyes and just pull back.
She snuffles at him.
Whatever, fight me.
That was a really long fight. I don't want to do another one.
He'll grab her by the muzzle, like the face, and like wrench her head all around playfully. You couldn't beat me if you fought me anyway.
She sort of like playfully nips at his hand and then paws at him.
Ow.
Don't bite you.
Gonna feed you.
I gotta go. Bye.
Bye. So, thank you players for playing, and thank you watchers for watching. Bye.